This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
What is going on, guys? Jay Shy here with another video, and it's been a while since I actually been on camera because my camera has been messing up. Hopefully it doesn't mess up now. But I've been playing this one game that took me forever to finally get to, and I'm happy I got to it, and I'm about 25 hours into the game. And it is some of you guys' like regarded favorites SMTs of all time, which is Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. The third one in the series, or Lucifer's Call if you're living in the Netherlands or anywhere else. But I've been playing a lot of Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. I finally got around to playing it, and I noticed one thing: I can't put it down. I have been playing this game for the past, I would say, 4 days, and I'm about 20 hours into. You can do the calculations on that. I've been putting some work into the game. So, the first thing that comes to my mind when a lot of people ask me, hey, have you played Nocturne? The first thing that people always ask me is, did you like it? So far, I am really loving it. It is quite addictive. Everything about the game right now, it's very traditional in its RPG form, and I really like that. But most of the time, you really just want to see what new demons you're going to make. That is like the best part of the game, is making the demons, which is like any other SMT game. I will say this though, when I play it, I find the game's visual aspects like very fuzzy. There's something about it that seems very blurry. I don't know if that was intentional, but everything just kind of seems very fuzzy. Like it's weird. It doesn't really bother me. And like as soon as I turn the game off, it bothers me, and then after a while I'm into the game and then it just goes away. But so far I'm really liking the story. Like it's really mysterious. I just like that. As soon as like the game starts, he plays this character who basically has no name, just like in any other SMT. He doesn't have a name, he's just some nameless kid. And he's going to this hospital to visit his teacher. Something happens called the Conception, where the world is destroyed. And I guess this woman in all black and this kid in a wheelchair put like a parasite in his mouth or his eye or something. And he becomes this demon, this demi-fiend or whatever. But the game, I like the fact that the game makes you feel very isolated. Like you feel very isolated in the world, and you're not, you know what, isolated is the wrong word. You feel very, I would say, alone. You feel really alone in the world, and you don't know what the hell is going on, but you're just roaming around, and you don't know what's in the door. You don't know what's in a room, and you're afraid to I'm not gonna lie, I'm terrified to open doors in this game, because I don't know if there's a boss on the other side. And I'm afraid to walk down certain hallways, and it's ridiculous. Like I'm just scared. Like every other minute I'm running back to a save point just to save if I got a new demon or something. But I felt very much alone in, like, as soon as the first area is the hospital. Immediately you feel alone, and throughout the whole game, even though you run into new characters and you get new demons, you still feel alone. I love this feeling. I just feel like I'm running around in this world I know nothing about. But every time I get to a new town or a new city, I learn something new about the world. If you guys saw my last video, I did like a gameplay, and I was in an area where you're in some underground sewer, and there's these things called mannequins. They're not human. I don't know what they are. I think they explained that they were created by demons to look human for some apparent reason. I guess to make demons feel better or something. I don't know. But it was interesting, and I haven't really delved deep into what it is. But when I was playing it, a lot of people started sending me messages like, hey, you got a boss coming up soon. You got a boss coming up soon. And I was like, all right. And everybody kind of warned me. It was like, the Matador is coming. I was like, okay, I don't know who this is, but as soon as I stopped recording the video of last time, I ran into the Matador, and he wrecked me. He wrecked me pretty bad. I knew that I was probably gonna get wrecked. That's all SMT bosses. As soon as you run into an SMT boss, you get wrecked. Now, a message came up that asked me, what is the hardest SMT that you ever made? And this was for the Q&A. And I'll get to that, the Q&A, at the end of the video. I'll tell you guys. But there was a message, what do you think is the hardest SMT? A lot of people always said that Nocturne was their hardest one that they played. And me personally, I'm not finding the game too difficult. The game is really easy. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm kind of burning. After I fought the Matador and I survived, every boss after that I've been fighting up to, I have won every fight. Like, I have not died. I'm really shocked. The game is really easy. I even came up to, I think his name is Dojaiju, the demon with the bell, and he has the skull face. I fought him, and I thought he was going to wreck me, and I ended up beating him the first time I ran into him, and I was like, the game got really easy for some reason. And then I started noticing why, is because you can power level your way through the whole game. It's really... There is some strategy to some of the bosses, but the only strategy I've been using was basically using Secunda on every boss to lower their agility and their hit ratios, and they constantly miss me, like, all the time. So that's how I've been winning on my boss fights. I'm pretty sure later on that crap ain't gonna work anymore. So I'm prepared for that, but hopefully the game does get a little more difficult. I'm pretty sure once I hit max level, and I'm not even halfway through the game will get harder. I am pretty sure of that. But right now, I'm not too far in the game. I am actually at the part where I hope it's not a spoiler, but let's say the Mantra attacked those Nilio guys. Something happened, and then I met this other boss, like a cat with two swords. I met that guy, so beat him. And now I'm pretty much lost now. I have no idea where I'm going. So I'm probably, after this video, gonna hop right back into the game and play it. But so far I dig the world. Everybody likes the music. The music is a hit and miss for me. The music is okay, and then there's some parts where I'm just like, oh, that's classic, that's pretty cool. And then there's other music where it's just kind of throwaway. I'm just like, oh, whatever. But some of the songs are pretty good. It's not like, oh man, I have to hear that. But I like it. One of the things that I find a little, it kind of bothers me, is that you don't run into a lot of new characters often, because you're constantly trying to figure out how to get out of this dungeon. You're constantly saving here and there. The only characters that you really run into are, I just got a text message. Constantly, the characters that you usually run into are demons, and demons will, you know, tell you more about the world. And that's really interesting, because everybody's pretty much dead in the world, except for you, your teacher, some guy, and two of your friends. That's pretty much it. But so far, man, I really like this game. I ran into Dante, beat him. He wasn't too tough. Beat him, but I heard the game gets easier if you get him in your party. So if I do get him, I'm probably never gonna use him, just so I can make the game harder for myself. So yeah, so that is Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Really liking the game, really enjoying it. Probably gonna beat it in like another month or so. The game is long. Oh, another thing. I'm probably not gonna do the Q&A, mostly because I only got one question. So probably not gonna do a Q&A. Probably gonna do something totally different. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll think of something. Probably not gonna do anything. I don't know, but we'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and me and on my impressions on Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.